Hi everyone, I hope you're good guys and welcome for a new video. So today I'm gonna show you how to make this kind of a very synth brass sound. So this kind of sound. So as you can see, it's a bit inspired by Colyn Reserve track. Basically I wanted to make a brass rack for a long time. I didn't try especially to recreate the Colyn track. It's just this kind of very sounding brassy sound. So it's actually pretty simple. There is just a few tricks. So inside the rack, you see first I use analog. So for Live 9 user, it's great because you're gonna be able to have the rack, link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe before to the rack. And it's just some saturation and reverb. I could have add some echo. I recommend as well to add some echo, but it gets sometimes a bit messy, so I didn't put it, but you can obviously put it. And the idea behind the rack, basically, there is noise. It's important. Let me deactivate everything. Envelope, and there is the pitch as well. So that's a classic wave. And so switch the slope in linear and not exponential. Usually it's like this. Same with the amp. Usually the amp and the filter will have the same amplitude. Bring the system down because obviously it's gonna be something more like a key, like percussive, not like a sustained synth or lead. And then what you wanna do is take a low pass filter, bring it down, and adding a bit of envelope. So around 4, and by putting the attack at 40 milliseconds. So here I have something very plucky, and so yeah, the macro attack is assigned to the attack of the filter, the amplitude, and by putting around 30 milliseconds, 40 milliseconds, you see you get already this kind of brassy, fluty sound. So second thing's gonna help is the noise. So let me open the bit. Yeah, it has to be very subtle, but it's kind of simulating, you know, when the human blowing in the wind instrument, this kind of noise that he's doing, which is going through the instrument as well. And so that's just what he's imitating. And the last one is a pitch envelope, so which is at the beginning of the song. And you see it's like kind of subtle. It's not like super obvious, but actually when you can see it's kind of changing the tone of the sound. And yeah, I put the time around 30. The time is assigned to the macro, sorry, and then I put the envelope initial at around 30%. So it's starting here, and then after you can just change the time. So you can have it's a bit more pronounced if you put a longer time. And that's basically how you get the sound. So envelope with attack around 40 milliseconds to have this fluty sound. No amp and short decay to have this kind of percussive sound. You don't want the long leads. Envelope, same amount. Add a bit of noise for, and a bit of pitch envelope for. It's work without, but it's just adding a bit of character. And then I've add, so let's start with the arpeggiator that you can activate here. Basically the arpeggiator is off by default, but if you just move a little bit the macro, it will activate it. And I map as well the side of the arpeggiator. So it's gonna start very quick, so let's go like around. And you can obviously play with the rate. and change the style. And like I said before, you can as well change the tone and have something more plucky now by bringing the attack down. So that's the things, different way to play with the this kind of stuff. And then I add LFO, which is gonna basically control the frequency modulation right here. So that's kind of, here you control the amount and then you control the rate. And you see you can get this. Wait, let me remove the ARP, sorry. So it's better to use one, either one or the other one, either the LFO or either the ARP, and then you will have so yeah, that's without, and that with. Mod. Or otherwise you can, yeah, kind of using as a filter modulation. So that's really nice, and you can really make your own and really automate this during your track. And after that's it. I just add saturation, it's just for loudness purposes. Let me just remove the modulation. And a bit of reverb, which is reverb got important role as well, because it's really what's gonna define. And then in the Colyn track as well resolved, there is like this kind of synth, which is doing like if it was ARP. But here I'm controlling with the decay, and to do that, I'm just gonna show you. You can do this with any kind of synth, any kind of. If you wanna transform, basically it's transforming your envelope into LFO. That's the trick, to have this kind of RP sound. So yeah, the trick here is you have your envelope. So here for the filter, and you have this loop, it's off. You have to put it on ADR, which is attack decay release, and do the same with the amp. And that way now, and you have to put the sustain up, and that way now when you play sustain note and you modify the decay, it's gonna shape like, it's gonna act like LFO. Shorter the decay, shorter the LFO. And it's a bit smoother than if you was using a LFO, or if you were using, arpeggiator. Basically, what you've done with your amplitude envelope, you transform it into LFO. So basically, if you watch, this one, you can see it's like a kind of triangle or sawtooth waveform, which is basically similar to this waveform. And you can obviously shape it according to if you want more attack or decay. And then after the rate, it's like your decay. You see here is gonna be like a long decay. Here, short decay, and if you put the decay longer, it's more like if you was doing like this. And then decay a bit more, it's more like... You could get the same result with LFO, but I found it smoother if you use an envelope. And that you can automate along the track to add variation, add movement. That's what Colyn is doing in this track. He add a bit more noise, and obviously there is a bit more variation and less note played, but that's the same idea. Alright, I hope you like the rack, guy. The rack is available for free in the description. Please like and subscribe before to download. It will help me. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.